Guys, and welcome back to Sheri Approved. I hope everyone is doing well today. Today's video, I am going to be continuing the series that I started a couple of weeks ago with regards to creating and developing your skincare routine. I have been getting a lot of good feedback that the information has been helpful. Some of you are looking again at the stuff that you're using, how you're using it, and probably reevaluating some products or trying things again to see, how they really work for you and looking for real results and taking the time to do so. And I'm so glad to hear that. And today I just want to mention 4 more tips with regards to your skincare routine that I hope is going to be helpful to you. As you've started your skincare routine and you are, getting accustomed to the products that you're using, it's becoming like second nature to do your morning routine, your nighttime routine, you're using your serums, that kind of thing. I just want to put this out there, and this is going to be the first thing that I'm going to be talking about, which is don't be overzealous with the products that you're using or how, the harshness or how you use certain products. I'm saying that because a lot of people, they get so excited and they want to do things and jump into it very quickly. Now, I did mention before to keep it simple, start slowly, wait 4 to 6 weeks before you start adding anything so that you could really see how your skin is responding to certain products. But sometimes, for example, some people just have it in their mind that I have to use, for example, a physical scrub. And there are people who have been accustomed to using, for example, exfoliating cleansers every single day. So when I say don't do that, it sounds like, what? Are you kidding me? My skin is going to suffer. And no, it isn't. So I just want you to be careful, because sometimes some of the bad skincare habits that we had before would have been creating irritations to our skin. Sometimes the acne that we're having is because we're actually irritating our skin barrier so much that our skin is like trying to do so much to compensate or recreate, what should be there, that it does it in excess. And so our pores sometimes get clogged, you get acne, or sometimes you end up with peeling skin or flaky skin because you have been just doing certain things, a little bit too much. So take it down. There's certain things that we want to be careful with, and that's why I'm mentioning especially the exfoliation. Just be careful, gentle and consistent, right? The second thing, or the second tip, is that now that you've started doing your skincare routine, a lot of people, sometimes because of budget or sometimes for simplicity, will buy one moisturizer to use both day and night. And that's fine when you're now starting, because of course, you want to see how your skin is going to handle it. And some people, especially if you're oily skin, they are afraid of moisturizers. But you guys know that I've mentioned this, and it becomes a mantra, that sometimes oily skin is many times dehydrated skin and actually needs a lot of moisturization. Now, here's what I want to talk about. And one of the things is that in terms of developing your skincare routine, you can look next at adding a night cream, a night specific cream. Even though you would have had a day moisturizer before, and that's fine, we must take into consideration that there are some differences between day creams and night creams. Now, there are some moisturizers that can be used both day and night because of the ingredient structure and that kind of thing. And basically, because of your skin type, you might be able to get away with using it both day and night. But for some people, you need to have a different moisturizer, for either daytime or nighttime. Daytime moisturizers are usually lighter. They focus on actually protecting the skin, creating a barrier, but giving you some hydration and moisturization. That's not going to be too heavy, given that a lot of people will wear makeup on top of their skincare, and so you don't want anything that's going to add to the slip and slide of your makeup and to affect how long wearing your makeup is going to be. But at nighttime, when you look at night creams or moisturizers that you want to use at night, you look for things that are full of certain ingredients. So that's where you would get all the lovely ingredients that K-Beauty has made very popular, like snail mucin or niacinamide, or you look for things that are going to be bright. It has honey, extra nourishment. Some things include probably even bee venom or retinol, green tea. A lot of the night moisturizers tend to have a lot more nourishing ingredients, and they tend to be a little bit heavier, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. That might be a good thing, because you want at nighttime to give your skin all the extra moisturization that it can. And that's okay if at night, when you finish, your skin looking like level glow because you feel that it's maybe, and I'm using greasy in inverted commas, but it's not necessarily greasy, it's just really, really moisturized. That's fine, because at night some of us sleep in AC, the air conditioning is going to dry out your skin, so you really want to pack on that hydration. So if you have not added a night cream yet, that is separate from your daytime moisturizer, that's the next thing that you can do in terms of developing your skincare routine. Number 3, What about facial masks? And I think I'm going to do a whole video on facial masks because there are so many types of facial masks, and some people just keep adding and buying facial masks and they don't know how to use them, how to rotate them. How can I actually, if I have 6 or 7 facial masks, how can I use them, keep them in rotation without my products spoiling? But that's a whole next video. My point here is that one of the things that you could do to just bump up your skincare routine is adding a facial mask. And I'm just talking about just adding one for now. 2 is nice depending on what you have, because when it comes to facial mask, I like to rotate. But the thing about with facial masks is that they kind of give you like a mini facial between facials, if you know what I'm saying. Facial masks give your skin that extra boost. A lot of times they, depending on the type that they are, they may be some that might be pulling out impurities, so some that are adding extra hydration, some that are brightening, some that might be acid peels, some that might have enzymes so that they do some exfoliation. There's so many types of facial masks, but you could look at one depending on your skin type that's probably going to be a little bit of an all-rounder, or tackle the thing that you're most concerned about first. A lot of facial masks, some of them will tell you to use it like either once a week or twice a week. In general, most of them you can use once or twice a week. So whatever that is, if you're going to start adding a facial mask to your routine, you can do that. And I would usually recommend to people using a facial mask at least twice a week. But I'll talk a little bit more about that in another video where we'll talk all about masking. But that's the third thing that you can do if you've just started your skincare routine and you know you want to take it to the next level. Look at getting a facial mask. And the last thing that I'm going to mention in this video is let's talk about professional facials, because I realize that I haven't talked about this a lot. I talk a lot about skincare routine in terms of what we do at home, but an important part of your skincare routine is actually getting professional help. And I'm talking about the fact that a lot of us, I get so many pictures, I get videos on a daily, people sending me the issues that they're having. And a lot of you have actually pretty good skin that you just need to give a little bit of oomph and love, and you know you could get it to a really good place. But then there are some people with a lot of more severe issues, and they're thinking that home care alone is going to deal with it, and not necessarily so. I can recommend home care or a skincare routine to help maintain your skin and treat your skin, but some people really need that professional facial, and very often professional estheticians will actually tell you that you should get a facial every 4 to 6 weeks. And depending, for example, if you're doing a particular treatment of peels, sometimes it's going to be a 6-week treatment, or you know, different things. But in general, 4 to 6 weeks for a professional facial, especially if you're having issues, especially if you're having breakouts, or you want to be treating very dehydrated skin, or you're looking at maybe fine lines happening. Like for example, I have been going for professional facials as far back as I could remember, since my university days, because that's when my skin was like literally getting out of control when it comes to acne and cystic acne, that kind of thing. And so I realized there was a point in time in my life, like if I did not have a professional facial every month, my skin would be in a mess. My skin is leaps and bounds better now, so that I actually could skip a month, skip 2, maybe go for a facial once every 3 months now, because my skin is in a lot better condition in terms of how I've been able to treat it and take care of it at home. And I'm very diligent with my skincare. But your skincare at home is really what maintains your skin between facials. So you're going to need it. If you have oily skin or acne prone skin, especially, one of the reasons why you need that, because I kind of hinted at this in the one of the previous videos, is that you need to have proper extractions. Those things, if they're not properly extracted, will stay under your skin, and your pores are going to become very clogged, very congested. And yes, that's why it's important that you use your acids and so on to, you know, help keep that clear. But if they're still under there and they need professional help to like actually get out, don't attempt this at home, people. Seriously, go get a professional facial. There are so many across the country. There are so many reviews about different spas, different people. If you've tried one and you don't like it, you could try another one. Don't just throw professional facials out there, because there are professionally trained estheticians who know what they're doing, and they can definitely take your skin to next level. So some of you, it might just be that the next step or the next thing to bump up your skincare routine might just be adding a professional facial. And big up to all the estheticians out there who are doing a great job of helping us to maintain our skin and treat our skin and giving us recommendations. We are grateful. We thank you. But yeah, that's what I want to mention in this video. Perhaps you could look at one of these things, or maybe one of these, more than one of these things that can help you take your skincare routine to the next level. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.